A figure appears where no one should be. Solid white eyes stare from the fog, moving silently through your world. Blocks are destroyed. Strange structures appear. Messages vanish. Your game is no longer yours. Tonight, we descend into the haunting truth of Herobrine, the entity that shouldn't exist. He wasn't meant to be seen. A player, alone in a new world, notices a cow. Or so they think. As they approach, another figure appears, a version of themselves, but with eyes like cold, lifeless orbs. It vanishes before a word can be spoken. The air feels heavier, the fog thicker, the world subtly wrong. Blocks are missing, trees stripped of leaves, and tiny structures appear where none should exist. Attempts to warn others fail, posts deleted, messages vanished. Then comes the first words, stop. A command, chilling in its simplicity, from an entity that knows more about your world than you do. What began as curiosity turns into fear. Every return to that world carries hints of him. A staircase leading nowhere, a tunnel dug in perfect symmetry, a trapdoor left ajar. The player begins to question their own perspective, wondering if the world itself is alive, or if something else is moving through it. What started as curiosity transforms into dread. The game no longer reacts, it watches. And whatever left those marks knows the world far better than the one who created it. The disturbances grew. Blocks moved overnight. Doors opened by themselves. And strange tunnels appeared in worlds players thought they had mapped completely. Animals vanished or were found mutilated. Their remains left in impossible patterns. Trees stripped of leaves. Bridges collapsed for no reason. Everywhere. The mark of something watching. Attempts to document it were met with interference. Screens glitched during live streams. Save files corrupted. And eerie messages appeared. Warnings, taunts, fragments of threats. Some claimed he could manipulate time in the world, appearing and disappearing at will, leaving traces that made no logical sense. Players reported feeling eyes on them, cold, white, unblinking, staring from the fog just beyond the horizon. It became impossible to tell reality from manipulation. What began as a simple game turned into a nightmare where every block, every shadow could conceal him. This is no random bug, no harmless glitch. Something is altering the environment with intent, reshaping familiar terrain into a place of tension and uncertainty. A game built for creation has become a space where control is no longer guaranteed. What started as whispers became a community-wide obsession. Players began creating mods, adding him to their worlds to summon the terror themselves. Gold blocks arranged in strange patterns, hidden structures, and redstone contraptions became rituals to call him forth. Every attempt to summon him carried risk. Corrupted worlds, vanished items, and the ever-present feeling of being watched. Stories multiplied. One claimed a figure standing silently in a cave after playing the haunting in-game disc 13, eyes glowing white in the darkness. Another described him walking across lava, unburned, leaving scorched footprints behind. Screens flickered, computers crashed, and strange files appeared without explanation. Messages urging the players to wake up. His legend spread far beyond Minecraft forums, YouTube videos, lost live streams, and archived GIFs circulated, depicting the figure with unsettling realism. Fans recreated his appearances, adding new horrors, and the line between myth and game blurred. Herobrine became both monster and memory, a ghost living inside the code, haunting every block, every corner, every player who dared to imagine him. Herobrine stopped being just a story. He became a shared experience, one shaped by repetition, fear, and imagination. A presence that didn't need to exist in the code to feel real in the mind. Every encounter added to the terror. Players reported wandering through their worlds, only to feel a presence just beyond the fog. Trees were stripped of leaves, tunnels dug where none had been, and unfamiliar structures appeared overnight. The eyes, white, lifeless, yet piercing, were always watching. Some claim the figure left messages. Stop. Wake up. Cryptic warnings that sent chills down spines. Worlds were corrupted in moments. Items vanished. And the usual comfort of creation turned into paranoia. No player knew when or where he would appear next. Even in live streams, those daring to play were not safe. Shadows flickered unnaturally. Noises echoed in silence. And a single glimpse of the figure made even the bravest flee. Computers froze. Servers glitched. And some swore their game seemed alive, bending reality to a force beyond comprehension. Herobrine became more than a character. He became a presence, a digital phantom. Fear thrived in the unknown, in what could not be controlled or explained. Each report, each mod, each sighting cemented the legend. Some monsters do not need flesh or blood. They exist where imagination and code collide. Even years later, the legend refused to die. Files long thought lost resurfaced, recreating the original sightings and streaming them for a new generation of players. Worlds were recovered, mods restored, and the stories were revisited. Yet, the terror remained unchanged. Herobrine's influence seeped into modern Minecraft culture. References in updates, jokes in patch notes, and hints in cinematic adaptations kept the myth alive. Despite developers confirming his absence, the legend persisted, fueled by the glitchy, eerie traces that made players question whether something was watching from the code. What began as a single post had grown into a collective fear of unseen eyes, of worlds that could shift without warning, of a presence that might exist just beyond the screen. Communities debated reality versus fiction, and the idea of Herobrine became an emblem of the digital unknown. Proof that even virtual worlds can hold darkness beyond comprehension. The line between game and ghosts, between myth and memory, blurred. And for those who dare to play late at night, a simple flicker in the fog or a hollow white stare is all it takes to remember. Some legends never truly die. The legend of Herobrine proves that even in a digital world, fear can take root. A single pair of white eyes, a flicker in the fog, a structure that wasn't built. These traces keep the myth alive, haunting players across generations. Whether real, imagined, or born from a glitch, Herobrine embodies the unknown lurking just beyond our control. If you felt the chill of this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more journeys into the unexplained. And as always, don't forget to look beyond the fog.